This training will make a valuable contribution in that regard. I want to sincerely appreciate our trainers and facilitators who bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to this program.
It's changing. The world of work is changing. Very soon, many people are going to lose their jobs if they don't develop the required skills to continue to be relevant. And there are certain jobs I personally describe as stupid jobs. And yesterday I told my vice dean, the head of accounting, that one of the stupid jobs is accounting. With all due respect for those that are in accounting. To continue to be relevant, you need to develop additional skills. Otherwise, the accounting certificate will take you nowhere. If you are doing marketing, if you finish with BSc marketing first class, it cannot get you job unless you develop additional skills. Today we have our employers here. They will tell us that the students we turn out, when they come, they don't have any skills. You have academic knowledge, you have the first class, that is fine. If you don't have additional skills, a third class student will be more relevant than you. So it tells us that we need to retool. We need to be revolutionary in terms of our delivery. We need to change our curriculum. And we need to change the way we do things. And that is why we are here this morning. To let you know that having the certificate alone will take you nowhere. I have seen some of our old students, 5 years after completing school, they still don't have jobs. Some it's actually taking them about 7 years. We will see some of them helping their mothers activity themselves with first degree. That shouldn't be so. I know our resource persons are going to dig deeper into some of these issues. So my students, I'm telling you this morning that our certificate first class in accounting, finance, marketing, HR, logistics, international business, banking and finance will not take you anywhere unless you develop additional skills. Those additional skills will not be taught in the classroom. They will not be taught in the classroom. It will be taught as extracurricular activities. Just like what you are having today. You need to adjust your timetable. We will be advertising when and where those activities will be taking place. It is up to you. When you're in secondary school, you have senior housemasters and housemistresses to check to make sure you attend program. Over here, we don't do that. As I stand here, I'm supposed to make presentation in another program. So nobody will have time to check to make sure to take advantage of that. You are considered as mature student at the university, and therefore it is up to you to take advantage of opportunities like this. We have carefully selected very important personalities well versed in the industry. They know what goes on within the industry and what you need, the kind of skills you need to face the world. And personally, I have started. Many of you will come after school, you need a recommendation letter. I will ask you to bring your CV. If your CV just shows you are first class in marketing, accounting, HR, and you don't have extra skills, I will not give you a recommendation. Because I don't want my name to be attached to you, to his face. If I'm giving you a recommendation letter, I must ensure that you have what it takes to apply for the job you are applying. So please, we are changing to meet the needs of the industry. And we are going to make sure that we prepare you very well to meet the industry. So programs like this is going to be a permanent feature of what you do in the school. Most of them will not be assessed to give you A or B. You have to recognize the importance of programs like this, and you should be knocking our doors. You should be asking us what in the next program. You need those skills. You apply for one job and you go there, you don't meet 50 people. Why should we give you that job and all the rest? What do you have aside your certificate? Come here, score A in every course. You will not get that job. You are looking for people who have the skills to deliver. And that's the reason why we have brought these beautiful ladies and gentlemen here, well-versed in the industry. They know what employers are looking for. Government, for instance, is the biggest recruitment agency in Ghana, and they recruit for Cosmos, they recruit for big organizations, and they are here to share with you what employers are looking for, what kind of skills we need. So you consider yourself fortunate to be here this morning to interact, engage, and ask questions so that together we can all learn. Thank you very much for your attention and thank you for coming to our reception.
I would like to first start by thanking Professor Ampong. I think he's done half of the job for me. But some of us, we don't want to say some things in a certain way, and you have no idea how lucky you are to have a team that talks to you on films that tells you the truth, that doesn't lead you to go out there to get it. You don't have anybody that advises you. He is your mentor, he is your compass, he deserves a round of applause. I hope to finish this in 20 minutes because when I was a student, I attended events like this and I always used to tell me what to do to get the money. Do we have an accord? Great. So first is, as an employer, and every employer knows, we hire people that solve problems. If you can't solve a problem, like Professor Ahmed said, your first class will get you through the door. It will get my recruitment officer to look at you and you see all the nice things, but I can assure you your probation period will never go into a permanent contract. So I would like to pose to you a problem that I am facing now. I'm told all of you are business students, right? Oh, please louder. I'm told you are all business students, right? Let's have an exercise. I have a problem. I have a problem now. I have 1,000 citizens. Anybody who solves it for me now, I'll give it to you. It's not a math question. We are facing problems every day. We want solutions. Your deal is fantastic. What he said, I was thinking of a nice way to say it, and he said it blatantly like a parent would. And that's why I'm saying you have a parent, you have a mentor, you have a leader, you have a compass. If I were you, I would use him now before you leave. I'm an agro-commodities exporter. So I go into the field, I'm the owner, packer, to move, I buy agro-commodities. And then I decide, or I export as a business company also, I have to export. Or at least sell to an exporter or another business company. A maximum, I think I was 70% of what I do, right? I don't think I like to go and take dollars or euros. Euros and seeds. But I also don't enjoy that. So I will lock in a contract before I go and buy the produce. And here's the problem. It takes about 3 weeks for the goods to go from the border or the border town. For instance, the Savannah region most often averaging 2 to 3 weeks. before it comes to our regional hotel, we standardize the produce, then we sell to opticals, international opticals like one international girls. With the current climate, the dollar is down, CD is up. If I lock in $1,000, let's say for the sake of calculation, easy calculation, if I lock in $1,000 contract now, and I'm going to buy goods worth, let's say $980. By the time I get here and they pay me, the CD and with the dollar increase, I'm not able to get out even in the amount that I from. Do you understand the problem? How do I stop? Just try. You don't need to get it right. In fact, the person, I won't even say the person that gets it right gets it. The person that obtains it the best gets it. So what is it? Let's begin with the mind. Let's talk. How do I make this profitable?
You have your suppliers in which you buy your goods from. So one thing I would suggest is you can trade with them at a particular price. So you know that, okay, if I go to my suppliers, this is how much I'm expecting to buy from them. So as the dollar CD fluctuations go on, you know that, okay. As the fluctuations go on, you know that I'm buying, let's say, a bag of maize for 800 cedis. And then you can be able to make your additions and subtractions from it, so that you don't lose so much and you can be able to make the profit margin that you are looking at.
How do I know what to add, what to subtract? Because in 3 months, 30% has been slashed off. And in agro-commodities, we make pesos on the sea. So how do that currency rate is so low, how do I handle it? And we can't speculate, we have to solve the problem.
So I think for a place like yours, you can use an inflation protector. So when you want to buy at a particular price, so when you get it into the contract, let them know that due to the inflation rate, probably in the next 3 months or in the next year, it may increase or reduce. So to still have the same time value of the money you have at that time, you need to protect your money with an inflation protector. That's what I think.
Yeah. Please break down inflation protector and the mechanisms I will use to.
So please, the question I think.
You said, well, we should utilize an inflation protector, right? Are you talking about an app or a mechanism that we can in-house use?
Yes, so like a mechanism.
So please break down.
So probably a 10% inflation protector on your money. So in the next year, we can, in the contract, we can sign that in the next year, because of the 10% inflation protector, if the rates go high, the protector also guards against your money by 10%. So your money also increases by 10% as at that time the money starts.
And that's the future. Realistically, we have to push down the throats of our buyers, but it's still a solution. A simple, non-ChatGPT generated, simple solution as Master, the things are moving up and down. If the rate fluctuates, fluctuate the pricing for me as well. Please, have I captured it right? And that is what we want. Another question. So, your deal is so right. You can get all the degrees you want, but if you can't solve problems, I can assure you you'll be out of the job so fast because someone else can solve them. You say my team has been using a lot of big words that I know are generated from ChatGPT and all like, I was asking simple language. There's one solutions. I want to make it, I want a way I don't lose. And inflation, that's always excellently show us why I accept it. So put it in your mind when you enter the job place. I am here to solve problems. Say it. I am here to solve problems. That is all. Once that is your anchor, everybody got the scripture. Just straight to the door. Through the door. Enter, solve problems. So item number 1 has been done. Are we on the same page? Please, I didn't make right now. So, the next one I'm but that was a great answer. That was fantastic answer. I really should look at that. So the second thing you need to do is, once a while, I go onto Twitter to just see what's happening. You know, down scrolling for about 10 minutes to see what's happening. And recently there was this huge discussion about why NSS students don't want to go and buy for people when they are in the NSS program. Did any of you follow that trend? They were complaining that when they study NSS, what they do is send us buy food back and forth. I understand why it is wrong. That person I would say, because there's the part that I would say where you feel like they are enforcing their hierarchy on you without purpose, and rather than helping you grow, they're telling you to know your place. I understand how that might feel like that. So first, understand that there's some justification in all those tweets that I read of experiences where they told me to go buy these. I'm not here to go buy these for a living. I'm here to do this. I'm here to do that. It's when you don't really find value in what you do, and it's understandable if you don't see that experience. But here's the thing: you are finance guys, you are business guys. If you were to join my team, the scope of things to be done, there will be reports that come to me, reports that go to the board. Before the reports comes to me, it goes to the CFO. The CFO has a head of departments that also feed into their reports. Then we have some analysts that also do some work that feed into those initial reports. Those analysts might use entry-level graduates like you to also do some reports before it comes down. And then within the scope of activities that happen in the office, the Venn diagram of activities, there is sweeping. Maybe there's an office, there's a company that sweeps the office, that's taken care of. There is charging of phones, everybody brings their phones to charge. I see. Then there's another activity. In the US, they normally call it the mail room. That's where you start. You start in the mail room. It's actually a very popular thing, you can go there. I believe that we are lacking, or let's say, from what I read, we are beginning to not see the value in starting from the mail room. You have to understand that your name must be remembered. Say, my name will be remembered. And that should be your aim during your NSS. I know people who have jobs at Valco and expensive companies that are now jobs. Because nobody remembers their name. If you are going to buy watch for your boss, be the best watch buyer, the best negotiator of Wele that he will ever have. So much that when you're not around, you'll be like, my normal person I send is okay, what's that thing? That is the aim when you are at entry level, because nobody is going to give you the financial reports that come to me to do at entry level. But you are part of the team. They will involve you in it. But again, you cannot force them to do that. What you have to do is a big part of the team. That's why it's entry level. That's why the dean said you have to have other things as part of your activities that they keep up with. Once they remember your name, most people that have started NSS and be part of the team in other ways aside the job description, you keep them. Because life is all about relationships. So understand that you're running on errands and all those so-called mundane things you do within the NSS, or what they are telling you they are doing that they don't like as NSS, might be what actually makes you memorable to that company. So the next anchor you need to have for yourself is, my name will be remembered. Repeat it again. My name will be remembered. So no matter the task you are given during your national service, no matter the task you are given when you have a job placement, no matter the task you are given, if the lecturer says, can you help me do this? Do it in a way that the next time he or she wants to send someone else, will miss you. One last time, my name will be remembered. That is the next anchor. No doubt this is around there. Your next thing I want to say, because the next thing I was going to talk about is the little things that matter outside of your degree. For me, the degree gets you there. There are seven things that we look at. Punctuality, behavioral etiquette, when to speak, when not to speak in a meeting. We've had overzealous entry-level people that are eager to show their brilliance, and I love that. Again, when to speak, when not to speak, all of these are not things that are taught in the classroom, but you need those attributes, you need those traits in order to excel in the commercial world, or else, bluntly, what makes you special in all this world? What makes you stand out? Why would I remember the things? You have to have something extra that makes you stand out. But understand that in the workplace, the degree just gets you through the door. What makes you stay and other things that you don't really teach. So you need more than a degree. That's another application. That's what I mean. I need more than a degree. Sometimes when you get the anchor, it's a trick I use for myself. Once I get the anchor, I can spread it out in my mind. So once I tell myself, my name will be remembered, I can apply that wherever I go. So if you have the anchor, the line in your mind, then you can execute it how you see it. So just tell yourself, again, let's go back one last time, I need more than my degree. The last thing is AI, artificial intelligence. It's not easy actually. The problem this application is always we catch up with it. A lot of entry-level jobs are going to be wiped out. I'm going to pick the words of the wise man. Please don't put in he said accounting is what? The reason he's saying that is that your accounting will save you. The accounting alone will not save you. If I can put a complicated set of data into an AI system for them to generate analysis for me beyond what you can tell me now, please tell me why I need you. List why I should spend 2, 3, 4, 5,000 seats on you when I can pay $25 a month. For all of that. But there's a silver lining, because it is not here to replace you. You have to see it as something that helps you evolve. So it is not that you need to understand tech. In spite of AI, you just need to incorporate it into who you are. If you have any questions, I've said anything that's not there, please let me know. What I'm trying to say is this. I will hire the accountants that understand the use of AI than the one that doesn't. It's a very simple. That said, AI can also replace the accountants that can give a very good presentation, that can negotiate for a very good price. AI can do that. So that human element, you forever have it. We are the human beings, they can't replace us. But the human that incorporates artificial intelligence is going to lead in way ahead before people do that. And I'm giving it a gem now because a lot of people think it's far away. In the West, entry-level jobs are being slashed 30% every year. And they will come and properly publicly say, we have to clear applause and privately slash about making a progress because why should they step over me? When you can just let, an AI agent do the same job that you do. Be that, be smart, incorporate AI into everything. And you be more than the next person. It will make you special. So you need to ask yourself, how am I special? And if you can't find an answer, get an answer. So ask yourself, say, how am I special? How am I special? Later on today, you need to ask yourself how you are special and try to answer it. If it's through a marketing course, because you are a business student, if you want to take a law micro-credential because you're a business student so that you can understand legal dynamics law makes you special. The next time, you think also that your degree is not enough. I went on this one of them. So I will just round up the last one. Yes, I just want. I'll just round up the last one and I will continue to answer. There's a statement that a lot of entry-level students use, and at MIT, you say that everybody who gets a relationship. And I'm sure you've used it before. You guys say, trust me a lot. Trust me, I can do it. Trust is not conjured. You cannot declare trust. It is earned. You have to become someone that people trust. You cannot instruct people to trust. You need to understand that growth takes time, trust takes time, and then have a strategic plan of how to get on. Nobody knows me here. I want to be the guy that you trust. And normally, how you do that is through excellence. I think then I'll break it down. That's too big a way. When say that you want to do that, when you give me something big, you didn't break it down. It's through excellence, but excellence comes from responsibility. So, for instance, if there's a car wash, there's this place that I like to wash the car. This guy washes the car very well. And in my mind, I'm thinking, the guy has to assume that this is my responsibility. For now, maybe tomorrow I'm going to drive a Range Rover. For now, my responsibility is to wash this car. And I will dedicate my entire life, my entire time to make sure this car is as shiny as possible. That's excellence. You can replicate that in anything you do. Once you have excellence, doesn't mean you have to be perfect all the time. Perfection is a journey. Once you have that in your mind, take responsibility for things. When you have a task, say it is my responsibility, and through responsibility I will become excellent. So that's the last anchor that I'm giving you. Don't assume people are just going to give you opportunities. The opportunities will just vanish one day and you don't understand why. That there are people that they are throwing opportunities at all the time. So the last anchor is, I will take responsibility, and through that I will become excellent. Apply these in any ways that I can share with you come out of the entire world to any of the life. Thank you.
Very simple. I'm speaking on enhancing employability through strategic skills development and preparing today's talent for tomorrow's opportunities. The world of work is shifting rapidly. Technology is evolving. Industries are being disrupted, and the definition of a qualified candidate is changing. Today, I want to share with you my strategic skills development, and it's no longer optional. And how can all play a part in preparing our workforce to survive and thrive? That's the reason why we're all, isn't it? Let's begin with a simple truth. Having a degree no longer guarantees a job. I didn't say you should not. The job market has become fiercely competitive, and employers are no longer hiring for qualifications alone. They are hiring for skills, adaptability, mindset, and potential. I'll give you a classic example. We recently had a mass recruitment for a bank and for reasons best known to us. I don't want to mention the name of the bank. So this buttresses the point I made that it is not just the degree or first class alone, but please aim for it. But it goes beyond that. That is why I'm trying to do it. Now, let me give you a bit of statistics. According to the World Economic Forum, more than 50% of all employees will need reskilling by 2025. And what we are doing now? I mean 2025. So as now, right? Okay. In Ghana, we see a similar pattern. Thousands of graduates enter the job market every year, but many struggle to find jobs. Why? Not because they lack ambition or intelligence, but because there is often a gap between what they know and what the market demands. Employability today means having relevant, transferable, and future-ready skills. It means being able to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that's where strategic skills development comes in. Now, what do I mean by strategic skills development? Promoting lifelong learning. Learning must not stop after graduation. We must foster a culture where continuous upskilling and reskilling are part of every career journey. Whether it's taking a short course online, learning a new language, or volunteering in a different sector, every experience adds value. Training programs like what we are witnessing today must be informed by real workshop needs. We need more partnerships between universities and employers so that what is taught in the classroom translates directly into workplace competence. Leverage technology for learning. E-learning platforms, virtual internships, and digital skills lab are all these tools that help bridge the accessibility gap and prepare talents for a digital economy. For instance, at Jobberman, I'm the Happy program in partnership with Agri Impact and MasterCard Foundation. We have developed a self-paced online training course in soft skills, customer service, and entrepreneurship that you can leverage to prepare yourself for the world of work. As HR professionals, employers and educators, we must ask, are we creating opportunities for young people to grow? Are we intentionally nurturing them and their talents? Are we developing programs that reflect the realities of today and the possibilities of tomorrow? Employability is not the responsibility of the job seeker alone. It is a shared responsibility, and we all do have a role to play. Let us commit to building systems that empower talent, close the skills gap, and transform potential into productivity. Let us make more employability not a privilege, but a right for every young man. So I leave you with this challenge to the students. Invest in yourself, refine your skills, and never stop learning. We all skilled and including ourselves. Let's equip today's talents for tomorrow's opportunities. Ask, the journey starts now. Thank you.